How's everybody doing? This is Ruben once again with Philosophy. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you liked any of my past videos, please like, comment, or subscribe. Be greatly appreciated. Today I want to talk about condemnation and how condemnation is the root cause of all suffering, of you not reaching your full potential, of you not being able to escape the grudges of the past. The past is beautiful because it made you who you are today. And this is why you're watching this video, because you want to get some information as far as becoming better, right? So it has all led you to this point. Now, there's people who constantly email me or talk to me and tell me, I can't get out. I can't seem to get out of this funk. I can't seem to get out of this area where I'm not able to go ahead and do something productive in my life. I'm still a slave to the 9 to 5 clock. I'm still a slave to addictions. I'm still a slave to doing things that I know are bad for me, but I continue to do them. And they tell me I've tried everything. I've tried therapy. I've tried, spirituality. I've tried motivational books and talking to people and eating healthy, but I still can get out of this rut. What's going on? Now, not, bashing any of these things I just mentioned. They're great and they have a purpose. God put everything I just mentioned and more here on earth for a purpose: medicine, therapy, and it has helped millions of people. But to get down to the root cause of everything, condemnation is the one thing that kills your dreams, kills you spiritually, kills you mentally, kills you on all levels. Even the biblical scriptures talk about how condemnation kills everything, including your body. So getting free from condemnation is the one thing that everyone should go ahead and focus on. We live in a world where not everything is going to be marshmallows and cakes. We live in a world where adversity happens. Now, many people think that adversity happens more than actual good things in one's life. And the reason for that, the more you believe that means that condemnation is not allowing you to go ahead and see the good things in your life. We all make mistakes. This is a world of adversity. And we make mistakes from the highest to the lowest. I mean, this is why I love the biblical scriptures, because they talk in a sense where making an error or quote sin is classified as bad as, for example, you have two dead people, right? One is in a wooden casket. One is in this fancy, luxurious casket. Does that make them different? They're both dead at the end of the day. Yeah, one may look a little nicer than the other one, but inside those caskets, there's dead people. There's no difference, right? The other one it's now more dead than the other one. And that's the same thing with mistakes. Whether you make a small mistake or a big mistake, there's no difference. It's a mistake. But your belief that it's a big mistake just grabs you into the arms of condemnation, and it does not let you go. Now you have to understand that condemnation is you. See, we're good beings. We were designed to be good. That is why when we don't do good, we put suffering upon other people, and most importantly upon ourselves. You see this a lot when there's a lot of animosity or a lot of anger and hate in a marriage. What happens? One person decides to leave. Or if you look at it deeper, for example, let's say a husband was unfaithful or doing something that he shouldn't, that is affecting, that he knows that will affect his marriage, will go ahead and become different. This is why you hear this over and over again. You've changed. And the reason for that is because we're inside of us, we're good people. So when we do something bad, we go ahead and try to avoid that thing. So what happens? The husband ends up leaving, and the marriage is even more broken. You have to understand that we have to go ahead and realize that condemnation is the root of all evil. That's the thing that is not allowing you to go ahead and move forward. Maybe 10 years ago, you may think, man, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I was motivated. I was doing this. I accomplished this. I accomplished that. Now it's like I can't even do the smallest of tasks and complete them functionally. Well, the reason for that is because condemnation does not allow you to go forward. There's mistakes that you have made during the road that are not allowing you to go ahead and be free from that. Thus, it's not allowing you to go ahead and move forward. It's like having some sort of brakes on your car. It's like hitting the brake and hitting the gas at the same time, where you're not going to go anywhere. Right? Now, for example, a great example is, let's say that you go to the bank, you try to withdraw some money from the ATM machine, and you look at your balance and it says $10 million. Right? And then you're looking at it again and you're like, what? 10 million? You take the card out again and you put it back into the ATM just to double check, and it still says $10 million. Well, one scenario is you're going to go ahead and withdraw as much money as you can or start spending it. But deep inside, something tells you that there's something wrong, right? Like that's not supposed to be there. That's not legal. That was a mistake. But let's say that a billionaire or someone put money in there in your account, and and you can spend it as much as you want because it's yours, it was given to you. But because you're not willing to go ahead and face it, you go ahead and just enjoy it in the dark. You feel guilty. You're getting paranoid. You don't know if you're gonna get a call. You might even end up going to jail. All these things, right? And anytime you walk around that bank, or anybody mentions that bank, you sort of like turn it away. You take another road just to avoid seeing that bank. The reason is condemnation, right? You're free. And again, this is why I love the biblical scriptures, the story of Jesus and how he goes down to the root cause, which is condemnation. You know, the lady that apparently was gonna get stoned because she was caught in adultery. Um, the Pharisees, which are the people that brought her there, the Jewish masters of that time, came and brought this woman to Jesus, and they told Jesus, "Hey, this woman was caught in adultery. The law of Moses, which is the Old Testament, says that we should stone her. What do you say?" And he hit him right where it hurts. He said, throw the stone if you yourself are sinless. I'm paraphrasing, of course. So if you have not committed a sin yourself, throw the stone. And they all started leaving because they can't say that they're perfect. We all make mistakes. So, and Jesus picked up the woman and told her, where are your accusers? She said, nowhere. They left. Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. So that tells you right there that the freedom to be free, the actual freedom, comes from realizing that you're not attached to the past, that you're forgiven, that you have to realize that nobody's perfect. And just because a person may not have committed as much bad as you doesn't mean that they're different. We're all the same. And the reason people just go in a spiral downwards and do not see themselves being free is because condemnation is, they're making up the belief in their mind that they're evil, and condemnation is not letting them go. So being nice is out of the picture because you feel like you don't deserve it, or you're not going to make a difference because you're too evil. Giving, helping others, being of service to others, or being, working a decent job and so forth. None of that, it does not allow you to go ahead and become free to accomplish all those things because you're still caught in condemnation. Now, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to live life attached to the chains of condemnation. You can be free. You can go ahead and live life not attached to the past. And when you let go of the past, then you'll start realizing the many great things that you can achieve. So a lot of things that go inside this, and the first thing is you have to go ahead and replace thoughts that have hold you back with positive thoughts. You can go ahead and just wish them away. The best source for you to go ahead and be free from condemnation and live a life of triumph and success would be the New Testament, the story of Jesus. Reading and learning the Bible is ideal. That's the best resource that I have found. But there's other resources as well. You have Scientology, Dianetics and Scientology. It basically is a technique that they make you go over your past mistakes or things that are holding you back over and over and over again. Make you face them face to face. And when that happens, they leave. It's incredible technology. So that's a great resource. You can also, there's a program called EMC Square, or the AIM program. They basically get a hologram of you, of who you are, and they throw thousands and thousands and thousands of positive frequencies to their hologram. And spiritually, you can go ahead and grab the frequencies that you need to replace the old ones. Uh, and that means that you're replacing the negative ones as well, the negative frequencies that you have attached to you, like sadness, like a breakup, like uh, a divorce, like a mistake that you have made criminally or whatever. So that's a great resource. And also just reading books, positive books, reading positive books, listening to positive audios, and being part of a group that is like minded as far as positivity goes. So, motivational group, a church, some sort of setting where you can be with other people who want to become better and you can share positive information with each other. And because, see, you grab information into your brain 3 different ways. The best way to learn anything is by reading the information, which is reading books, listening to the information, which is by audios, and also seeing and listening the information live from a person. That hits all 3 parts of the brain, and that's the best way to learn any information. This is why there's classrooms and there's textbooks and there's audios as well in colleges, right? For this information to be taught to you, because those 3 components must be hit for you to go ahead and actually learn something fully. I'm trying to think of another resource that you can, but there's countless of resources out there. The best one would be the gospel of Jesus Christ, because that gets down to the root issue, and you have the perfect setting. You have people that you can talk to about it. You have people that can support you in a church setting. You can even go online and just listen to this information, read the Bible, and so forth. But you can also take advantage of the other resources if Christianity, from your point of view, is not, you may have grown up different or whatnot. I think, in my opinion, that's the best source. But I mean, I've seen great success with the other sources as well. Not as deep and as strong as the actual gospel itself, and learning it and studying it. So you can go ahead and take advantage of that. Also, you can go ahead and start taking some supplements. Taking GTF chromium. GTF chromium is a mineral that metabolizes your actual sugars. So high blood sugar levels and so forth, they can go ahead and really take you on a spiral, and that's why people get depressed. They feel tired. They feel like they don't want to go ahead. The GTF chromium metabolizes your sugar, takes up the sugar to the brain. The brain uses more sugar than any other organ per capita in the body. So you can take some GTF chromium, take some selenium. Selenium allows you to go ahead and detoxify your body from a lot of toxins that we all have, right? And the GTF chromium and the selenium must be from Innate Response. That's the company's name. And the reason for that is because that's the only company that we have found to be organically and come from a food-based area. So you buy other minerals, vitamins, they come from rocks, the majority of them. This one comes from the way nature intended. There's rocks with minerals. The plants eat the rocks. You eat the plants, or so forth. So they come from a plant source where they're whole food supplements. Also taking silica from Alta Health Products. It rejuvenates you. It gives more neuroplasticity to the brain, and it helps you overall just be strong. Also, magnesium from mega food as well. It just relaxes you. Lithium orotate, also a great supplement, so you can deal with the stresses much better. Most people, just by taking lithium orotate by itself, have found great success in them being able to function and not think about the past so much, right? B6 from innate response, the vitamin B6. Anytime you eat protein, cooked protein from an animal, pop a B6, because you don't have the B6 that comes organically from the animal is destroyed once the protein is cooked. So for you, there's no possibility you can digest all these meats from animals if you don't have enough B6. So this is why people find themselves, quitting eating meats or red meat, because they have noticed that when you don't eat it, they think clearer, they feel better. Well, the reason for that is because there's not enough B6. So you have to go ahead and supplement yourself with B6 whenever you eat cooked protein, like eggs and so forth. So on that, and that's pretty much it. But that's the root cause. Any issue that you have, the root cause is condemnation. So I hope this video helped you guys. Love you. Talk to you soon.